gnocchi at home during a global pandemic.
Hi, Chef Chris Holland here with Chef Out of Water.
And Anna Holland.
And today we bring to you Gnocchi.
I'm pretty sure it's gnocchi.
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 What do you mean, the G silent?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're gonna make gnocchi. You want to learn how to do that today? Well, follow along. All right, here we go. We're talking about gnocchi.
Gnocchi is a variety of Italian pasta commonly made from potatoes, flour, and eggs.
And with that, we decided let's do a nice, simple Alfredo sauce. The Alfredo sauce is just going to be a little bit of butter, Parmesan cheese, heavy cream, and garlic. All right, gather all your stuff together, and we'll be right back with you. Today's episode is brought to you by ChefDaddyBrands.com.
Enhancing life's flavor.
Hi, I'm Chris Holland, founder of Chef Daddy Brand Seasoning Salts. Our research proves that Chef Daddy will improve your quality of life. It'll make your dinner taste like it was cooked by James Beard himself. Chef Daddy will bring romance back to the kitchen. It'll make you a better juggler. Cooking with Chef Daddy will make you a better homeschool teacher. Chef Daddy could make you an Iron Chef winner. You can use it to play cornhole. Chef Daddy's like a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. Chef Daddy, enhancing life's flavor. All right, let's get started. For the gnocchi,
You'll need 1 egg, 1 cup of flour, and 4 potatoes, peeled.
Oh, the benefits of having a sous chef. I can't believe how fast she peeled those. All right, you're gonna wanna drop those into a pot. All righty. Cover them with cold water. All right, make sure they're fully covered. Put on the stovetop, flick it on high. All right, you're gonna bring that up to a boil, reduce it to a little bit of simmer, and you're gonna need to cook that for, I don't know, 25 to 30 minutes. Now these potatoes are kind of a smaller variety. They won't take quite as long, but just keep an eye on it. You're going for just tender. All righty, here we go. Potatoes are all cooked. They're nice and tender. Just gonna run over and strain the water off real quick. All righty, go ahead and just set these aside for a couple minutes. We're gonna let the steam kind of steam the extra liquid off, and then we'll go from there. All right, but at any rate, in another bowl, we're gonna do this. Go ahead, we're gonna put in a cup of all-purpose flour. All righty. I'm gonna crack an egg. You wanna do that into a separate bowl. Make sure you don't end up with shells in your flour. There. All righty, and then you're just gonna, you basically had a little well there. So we're going to just go ahead and start to mix that together. All right. Okay, so now in a separate bowl, okay, we'll come back to that, set it aside. In a separate bowl, we're going to put our potatoes in there and start mashing them just with a fork. Alrighty, mashed potatoes all mashed up. Now, you're gonna measure out a cup of mashed potatoes.
Pass.
You want that?
Maybe.
Whatever's left, you always, save it for brekkie. Have a little potato hash. Tuck it in there. Alright, now go ahead and kind of start to stir it all together. Alrighty. We'll stir it all together. We need to season it. What does that say? Tear in. You know you want to. I think we'll use Chef Daddy. Some. All right. Let's season it a little bit. All right, that's pretty good. All right. Now what you're going to do is kind of roll this out onto a lightly floured countertop. All right. Just roll it out right onto the counter. Okay. And then we're going to kind of get in there and start to create a dough. All right, so just start mixing it together. Okay, while Anna's working on that, I'm going to get a pot of water going on the stove top. what you're going after is a nice kind of soft dough. You want to make sure it's somewhat smooth. Alrighty, so just kind of keep mixing it a little bit. I got a pot of water boiling behind me. That's how we're going to cook the gnocchi initially. Okay, we got this nice soft dough right here. All right, we're going to cut that into approximately 3 pieces. All right, you're going to take and start to kind of work the dough. Ultimately, start to roll it
into a long strand.
Into a long strand. You heard the lady. All right, nice and smooth. Just like that. You want to have a little bit of friction on your countertop, just like we're making bread dough. All right. Otherwise, it'll be hard to kind of roll out here. Okay, nice and smooth. Now, you're going to take and cut these every, what do you think?
Inch.
Every inch or so. All right. Just like that. Okay. You can use a knife if you want. I wouldn't do it right on your countertop. You may want a cutting board, but we have a bench knife here, so that's what we're going to use. All right. Now, you're going to take what do I do with it? Good call, Anna. You're going to take a fork, take each piece, and we're going to roll it just like that down the fork. All right. Okay, go ahead, honey. Let's rock these out. While you're doing that, I'm going to roll the rest. We're going to go ahead and do all of this dough. How many went up with?
Around 30.
There's about 30 little gnocchis. Gnocchis. My bad. All right, we've got the water boiling behind us. We're going to salt that a little bit. All right. Salt the water, and then go ahead and pick these guys up and drop them in. So, as soon as you start to see the first ones float, you're gonna set a timer for 2 minutes. Okay, so 2 minutes, and then they're done.
Okay, it's been about 2 minutes since they started rising up. It's time to go and strain them.
All right, there you go. They're all strained off, look like little marshmallows, almost like a scallop. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, so we're gonna set these aside. In the meantime, let's get after making Alfredo sauce. For Alfredo sauce, we're going to need just a couple little chunks of garlic. We got, fortunately, a little bit of last year's harvest still hanging around. We've been growing this for a couple of years, of good stuff. We got nearly 200 bulbs growing this year. All right, so a couple of garlic. All right, so Anna's going to start making these Alfredo sauce. We're going to start with 4 tablespoons of butter into our saucepan behind us. Turn the heat on. Now, remember, butter burns pretty quick, all right? So keep an eye on it and don't make it too hot. We're going to use a little bit of parsley. It's going to go in towards the end of the sauce, all right? And we'll also use some for a little bit of garnish as well. So it's also right out of the garden. We've got some stuff growing. Most things are started, but we have some mature plants. So here we are. All right, garlic's going in the saucepan. Just kind of saute it for maybe about, I don't know, 45 seconds or a minute. All right, start to let the garlic flavor start to come out into the butter. Remember, that was 2 cloves of garlic. We have 1 cup of heavy cream. All right, going into the pot. You're going to bring that up nearly to a boil, and then just reduce it to a good simmer. You're going to simmer that for 4 to 5 minutes. You're going to want to get a whisk out, and as it starts to come to a boil, and then reduce to a simmer, just kind of keep whisking it real good. All right. Chop up our parsley. Don't burn it. Heavy cream and butter just chock full of fats. All right, it's not going to take much, and it'll be scorched, and you'll be starting all over. Don't burn it. What was that, honey?
Don't burn it.
Don't burn it. All right, we're going to wrap up the old Alfredo sauce. All right, it's bubbling away. She's whisking. We're going to add to that 1.5 cups of Parmesan cheese. We're going to whisk, whisk, whisk. Go, 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 whisk, 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 whisk. All right, while she's doing that, I'm going to season a little bit. I would say, let's use Chef Daddy. Okay. bit. Okay, whisk, whisk, whisk. Whisk, whisk, whisk. Alrighty, and then we're gonna put in our chopped parsley. If it ends up being a little thick, you can always add a little extra cream to bring it back, kind of thin it out. All right, now go ahead and set that aside. On another burner, we're gonna put on about a medium, just above medium. All right, we're gonna saute our gnocchi. Okay, a little bit of olive oil. You can use butter, but remember butter burns. So olive oil, you're gonna get, what I'm going for is a little bit of caramely. I wanna brown the gnocchi up a little bit, right? That's what we're going for. Guess what we're having for lunch? I don't know, what are you thinking? Gnocchi?
Gnocchi.
All right, we got our pan heat up back here. Let's hit, okay. We're gonna kind of saute these up. I wanna kind of brown them up is really what I wanna do. All right, so our sauce is done. Also, in the meantime, we went ahead and brought two sauces. I don't know if you watched our pizza video, but this is the very same Pomodoro sauce. We're gonna do dueling sauces, kind of mix it up. A little bit of Alfredo, a little bit of Pomodoro, some fresh parsley, make it look real nice, okay? Let us wrap this up, all right? So here's what we're gonna do. There's no reason that you can't make your food at home look, oh, I don't know, fancy. So, let's, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a little bit of Alfredo sauce on our plate. On this kind of end over here, red sauce. You kind of mix it up here a little bit. Put some on this end. And you could, if you wanted, just for funsies, put it through the middle and then just go kind of. All right, just for funsies. All right, with your gnocchi, okay, it's all kind of goldened up. You can pick and choose, have a little bit of each, or both. Put a little bit of cheese, a little bit more cheese over the top, and then how about we put some parsley, how about there? All right, what do you think?
It looks good.
Is this restaurant quality?
I think so.
All right. I know what we're having tonight, but what are you having tonight? Are you making gnocchi during a global pandemic?